Number 23. In a set of 4 consecutive odd integers where the integers are ordered from least to greatest, the first integer is represented by x. Okay? The product of 12 and the fourth odd integer is at most 26 less than the sum of the first and third odd integers, which inequality represents the situation. That's one of those where I suspect a lot of people's eyes start glazing over. All right, let's set up our little equation, our little descriptors, I should say, of our integers. Okay, so we have our first integer, we have our second, our third, and our fourth, and they are all odd integers. So how do I get from a number to the next odd integer? And it is itself an odd integer. Let's put a real number in here and say, okay, if this was 3, how would I get to the next odd integer of 5? I would add 2. Then to get to the next odd integer of 7, I would add 2 again. So to get from 3 to 7 would be adding 4. Then how about 9? I would add 2 again. So to get from 3 to 9, I'd be adding 6. That is how we're going to represent them, because we only have the first integer being x. So the second odd integer is going to be x plus 2. The third one is going to be x plus 4. And the fourth one is going to be x plus 6. And I think that may throw some people because they might see 2, 4, and 6 and think like, but those are even numbers and these are odd. Yeah, but we're starting with an odd. And then when you go 2 up from an odd, you're at an odd yet again. Okay, so now we have our representations of them. So it says the product of 12 and the fourth odd integer is. I'm going to pause right there because the is usually an equals point. But there's a little bit of a flurry here, a little flourish. It says not just is, it's is at most. Okay, so this is an inequality. All right, so the product of 12 and the fourth odd integer. 12 times the fourth odd integer, okay? It is at most. So the most it could be is this other thing we're going to do in a second. So the most it could be, but it could be less than that. So this is a less than or equal to. So it could be this. At the most it would be this, but it's probably less than that. So it is at most 26 less than, so I'm subtracting 26. It is, let me erase this so it can be clearly seen, 26 less than the sum of the first and third odd integers. Okay, so my first integer is x and my third is x plus 4. So I am adding x plus 4 and it's 26 less than that. All right, so let's look at this one more time. Just make sure we've written it correctly. It is the product of 12 and the fourth odd integer. Okay, 12 and the fourth odd integer, right, is at most less than or equal to 26 less than minus 26, the sum of the first and third. The first and the third, sum of the first and the third. Okay, 12 times x plus 6 is less than or equal to x plus 4 minus 26. I look over here to see which answer matches that, and that would be A. That is my answer. Hey guys, the full insanely comprehensive SAT math prep course I've been promising for so long is live right now at mathwithalyssa.com. And of course, you can also still get the free 10 video course on SAT tips and tricks at mathwithalyssa.com as well. You also can now book one-on-one tutoring sessions with me. Links to how you can do that are in the description and the pinned comment below. And as always, if the video you just watched was helpful or useful in any way, please let YouTube know. Comment, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye.